What is the meaning of absolute value of 4? What is the absolute value of 4? It's positive. So how about the absolute value minus 4? It's also 4, right? So that means if I tell you the absolute value of something unknown, suppose it's x, I'm telling you it's equal to 4. So what could be x? 4 or minus 4. So now you understand that x can be 4, positive 4, or minus 4. Sometimes we write it like that, and sometimes we write it as x equal plus minus 4. That's another way of writing it. Okay? Plus or minus, that's how you read it. Plus or minus. Okay, you can write it like this also. So from here came this rule. If you have the absolute value of x equal to a positive number, then x itself, which is inside the absolute value, could be positive or could be negative. From where this come? This come from the main idea that the absolute value of a positive is positive, and the absolute value of negative is also positive. So if what is inside you don't know, suppose I don't know what's here. I'm just giving you the absolute value is 4. I'm telling you what's inside. You don't know also, but you know it's only one of two possibilities, 4 or minus 4. So that's why when I hide it like this in a cloud, okay, or in a variable x, I tell you the absolute value of x is 4. You tell me, okay, if you don't know x, I also don't know x, but I know it's either 4 or minus 4. Alright? So when you see any equation like this, see that, okay, I have now the absolute value of anything. I'll make it now x plus 3 equal to 4. You tell me, okay, I'll just think about this just like a cloud. Anything inside, I don't care. You know what you write. What you write here between these two, lines of the absolute value. Whatever is inside could be 4 or minus 4. So that's why I'll tell you x plus 3, which is the cloud that we're talking about, is 4, or the x plus 3 is minus 4. Okay. So this becomes an equation that's easy to solve, okay, because you still have to have x alone in one side, so you're just going to have to move. You have to move what? You have to move this 3 to the other side, so it will be x equal to 4 minus 3, which is 1. And also the other side, you should solve this, move it to the other side, right? So that become what? X equal to minus 4 minus 3, which is minus 7. So I still have two solutions, 1 and minus 7. And you can write them in a roster like this, a listing method. Okay, this is the solution set now, if you want to write this. Because we have more than one solution. Solution set become equal 1 and minus 7. Two solutions. Clear now? Let's see now our example. Like I have now the absolute value of 2 plus 5 over 8x, just a little bit more complicated, equal to 3 over 8 because it has fractions. Same thing, we say whatever is inside, whatever this cloud inside, whatever it is, it's positive 3 over 8 or it is negative 3 over 8. So that's the answer. The answer will be the 2 plus 5 over 8x is 3 over 8, or this 2 plus 5 over 8x is equal to minus 3 over 8. So that means I have to solve this equation. Okay, yeah, common denominator. If you have common denominator from the beginning, you can just remove all the fractions. I'll just do that because this is over 1, right? Make it 8 here. Make it 8 here. So now this way you could cancel all the denominators. So this will become 16 plus 5x equal to 3, and that means 5x equal 3 minus 16, right, which is minus 13. And that means actually that the x is equal to, okay, that means actually that the x is equal to minus 13 over 5. Okay? Same thing here, if you just multiply here by 8 also. So this will become again 16 plus 5x, this time equal to minus 3. So the 5x will be equal to minus 19, and the x will be minus 19 over 5. So these are the two answers. Okay? So that's what could happen. What else could happen? I can show you another question that I give you the absolute value of x plus 4 here. And here this will be, for example, minus 5, whatever. And equal here to any other number, suppose 1. Okay? I cannot apply the rule now, because the rule is only when you have the absolute value alone in one side. Yani you have to have equal here immediately. You shouldn't have another term. If you have another term, don't apply the rule now, you'll make a mistake. Move this term away to the other side. That's very important. When you have a rule, if the question that you have is not matching the rule exactly, change it. Make a small change, possible change of course, legal change, so that you match the rule first. And after you match the rule, you apply it. But you cannot apply the rule before you match it. So here I have to move this to the other side to make it 1 plus 5, which is 6. And now the absolute value becomes alone on the left. And now I can apply the rule. Only now I can apply the rule. Without this, you cannot apply the rule. So what the rule say? It say this cloud inside, again, is positive or negative. So this x plus 4 is 6, or the x plus 4 is minus 6, and that means x equal to 2, and that means x equal to minus 10. Okay? Clear? Any question about that? Another case here. When the absolute value of x, minus 5 or anything, or plus 5, doesn't matter. This is equal to minus 5. This time the other side is negative. This time the other side is negative. Okay? So, or even we can make it positive here, but we're going to add here 10. So when you add, we cannot solve this equation, you have to move this to the other side, right? So when you move to the other side, become total?
Minus 5.
So become total minus 5 here, because this is added plus 5, but this comes minus, so it become minus 5 here. This come here minus 10, so the total become minus 5. So still, this is a problem. When you have negative, the absolute value can never be negative. If it can never be negative, means this problem is impossible. There is no, I'm telling you, solve for x, find the value of x. What is the value of x that make it negative? It's impossible. Whatever x is, I don't care x positive or negative, or big or large, or small, anything, it's not possible. The absolute value must be positive. So what do you mean impossible? No solution. No solution. So whenever you see the other side is negative, the answer is very simple, no solution. It is not possible to have the absolute value negative. Not possible. So that's why there is no solution. Or you can say phi. You can say phi. So this is also one of the cases.